Hey everyone, my name is Pulp and this is going to show you how to fix the butane insert on a Zippo lighter. So when I bought this insert, I was pretty excited for it, but like many others, I was extremely disappointed because, it doesn't light. And after a couple days, it seems like you have to refill it maybe once every 2 or 3 days. And I, like many others, thought, well, this thing's a piece of trash, but I saw a fix online in a review that explained how to fix it pretty well. So before even getting started on this, what you want is a premium butane, and this is very important because using regular butane such as Reinstall will clog up the lighter, and using premium one will extend the lifespan by a lot. And before we even get started on the fix again, you would want to learn how to properly bleed your butane lighter. And bleeding your lighter is essentially taking a small screwdriver and pressing this nozzle and making sure all the air is out before you refill it every single time. And this is important because you don't want any air pockets in here that could interfere with the lighter igniting. So once you do both of those, this lighter still doesn't work. And that's because there's a fix to it, and it all comes down to Chinese manufacturing. So what you want to do is you want to take the insert, take the screwdriver, a very small one, such as one from an eyeglass repair kit, and take these 2 screws out. As you can see, the plate just fell out and the lighter doesn't ignite as of right now. So what you want to do is, you see this flame adjustment knob. You want to take this black O-ring out first. Once you take that out, you see that there's a brass limiter here preventing it from going further in the positive direction, and also prevents it from going too far in the negative direction. What you want to do is you want to take that brass limiter and pry it out. And once you pry it out, as you can see, it's just a small brass limiter. It doesn't play any role into actually playing with the flame of the lighter in any way. So once that's the case, it's still not igniting. What you want to do is you take this knob and you turn it 180 degrees in the positive direction. And once you do that, you should have a light. As you can see, the flame is obnoxiously huge, so, adjust it to your heart's content to wherever it is. That's a good sized flame. So the issue is with the Zippo is once the butane reaches to about half or 1/3 full, there isn't enough pressure in the tank to sustain a flame. And when it comes straight from the factory in China, this knob is set to a hilariously low limit, and there's just not enough pressure to sustain a flame when the pressure's that low. So by doing this, we unlock the knob, and you can go crazy with this, as in it can go far in one direction, but obviously you don't want that because you get a very large flame. You see that it's just spurting out butane. So be careful with this. As you can see, that's huge, and you don't want that. Once you have the fix, I just prefer to leave the brass ring out. I put the O-ring back in. Once you put the O-ring back in, you put in the plate as such, and you put the screws back in. And another thing you want to make sure to do is that if you're not seeing a flame light, what you want to do is, now that the brass ring is out, you dynamically adjust the knob. So as soon as the flame gets low, turn it a little bit more to the positive direction, just so you can sustain that flame being that length. And eventually, once there's barely any fuel in the tank, you won't be able to sustain a flame at all, no matter how much you turn it in the positive direction. And that's the fix. Another thing I wanted to mention is that once you put everything back together, as in the plate and the 2 screws, make sure that when you go to refill the lighter, always turn this knob towards the negative direction just to test it out, because when you refill the lighter, the pressure is at its highest. So if you have the knob just sitting in whatever place you put it at when you refill it, you're either going to get a very large flame, or you're not going to like get any flame at all. You just see butane spurting out. And just be safe with this, guys. Be smart, and that's all.